Hey, what are you boys doing? Stop bullying that poor little kid.
Actually, ma'am, I am in fact the same age as these two delinquents that you see right in front of you.
Oh, well in that case, never mind me. Carry on.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Stop.
I look young for my age, and it has always been this way since the day I was born. Huh? Look at this little baby. He looks so small.
5 years later.
Why is he still so small? I have what you would call a baby face, which means having the body of an adult and the face of a baby. Yeah, that looks about right. Except I don't actually have muscles like that, but a guy can dream. Looking younger than your actual age is kind of annoying. Derp. So there I was at a parent-teacher interview when my grade 1 teacher decided that it'd be a good idea for me to repeat the year again. The teacher thought I wasn't ready for grade 2 yet because I was too small and looked too young and recommended that I drink more milk. Ha! Joke's on her, because little did she know my mummy didn't produce milk. Well, you could have drank cow milk instead. I'm allergic to that. To milk? To cow. That doesn't make sense. By the way, who are you? I'm you, from a different universe. I traveled here on a spaceship. Now that doesn't make sense. You can go now. Okay, but I'll be back. I hated repeating another year because it was very embarrassing. Hey man, how come I don't see you in class anymore? Yeah, about that. Well, guess we can't be friends anymore. Bye. But I did end up making new friends, and I was a happy little boy.
Oh, I'm glad you're happy because...
How dare you repeat me? Now everyone thinks I'm stupid. I'm glad I released all that negative energy. I feel much better now. How could you? And then by the time I was 17 years old, I still looked like a 12-year-old boy. So it comes to as no surprise that all the girls in my class only saw me like a little brother. I found myself deep inside the so-called friend zone. This goes out to all our friend-zoned comrades. It must be tough. You the real MVP. People used to refer to me as, oh, he's so cute, he's so cute. Like in that tone where you'd usually use to describe a baby or puppy or cute Pokemon. That's so cute, he's so cute. Never handsome, by the way. Not handsome, just cute. That's when I realized there really is a difference between looking cute and being handsome. There are some guys out there, they turn 17 years of age and instantly, bam, they look 27. These early bloomers become all macho man real quick. Sometimes they can even grow a beard. Here's what happens if this dude was dating someone his age. Hey, old man, what are you doing with that little girl? Officer, I swear, we're the same age. Like I believe that. Cuff 'em up, boys. No, please, officer. I can't go to jail. I've got a smooth butt. But on the other hand, if I was dating someone my age, hey, what are you doing with that little boy?
Officer, I swear, we're the same age.
Oh, okay then. Wait, what? That's it? Yeah, I mean, I guess that checks out because girls never lie. Really? Oh, who am I kidding? This example isn't very convincing, is it? Who would believe that the 17-year-old me, who happens to look 12, could get a girlfriend? What have we learned? Don't trust the police. You can't spell the word corrupt without the word cop. I used to get these kind of questions all the time.
Hey, so what elementary school do you go to, little boy?
I'm in high school already.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm already a senior.
Well, this is awkward.
I'm actually older than you. And then when I was in college, people would often ask, so, what high school do you go to? One time I went to a party, and by this time, I had graduated from college and was already working full-time. Some dude still comes up to me, he was much younger than me by the way, and he says, so, are you still in high school? I didn't mind him too much, because you could tell this dude was genuinely an idiot. But when I told him I was older than him, he fell off his chair, figuratively speaking. You sure fooled us. Actually, he was pretty nice, but I still wanted to squish him like a little bug. Don't forget to subscribe. Aw, that's nice. Apparently, in a lot of job interviews, if you show up looking abnormally young, you're not getting the job. I know, that sucks. But welcome to the real world, baby. So you want to know how I got my first job? Nope. Hey, this baby can talk. The manager wanted to hire another person instead of me because the other person looked older, and therefore in the manager's mind, this meant he was more capable. But too bad for him, that person didn't show up on the first day of work. So they had no choice but to hire me instead. They thought I couldn't do the job because I looked too young? Come on, we're working at McDonald's. How old do I need to look? But looking young isn't always a bad thing. Like one day when I'm 60 years old, things might start working in my favor. Sorry, sir, but can I see your ID? What did you say to me, punk? Isn't my walking stick evidence enough? ID, please. Put some respect on my age. What are you doing, old man? Hey, I thought I got rid of you in the beginning of this video. No, I told you I'd be back. That is true. Anyway, you can't just go around beating people up with a walking stick. Oh, but I just did. I can do whatever I want. I'm 60 years old. Well, I'm going to stop you.
Much later.
Any last words? Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, but what a waste. Here are some words of wisdom written by a random person. I may be me. Repeating grades is like sleeping with the same person over and over again. Sure, there's consistency, but boy, does it get boring real quick. Looking younger than others your age is like being a plum that refuses to dry up into a prune. Aging is like baking bread. Some will heat faster than others, but eventually, crust will turn crispy, and when left for too long, it will become burnt and wither away. I like bread. Okay, goodbye.